Why success still feels empty. Have you ever noticed the more you achieve, the less satisfied you feel? You work harder than you used to. You earn more than you used to. You carry more responsibility than ever. From the outside, your life looks stable, maybe even successful. But in quiet moments, there's a subtle feeling, not dramatic, not loud, just incomplete. And here's a truth most people never sit down long enough to face. Maybe the problem isn't that you haven't achieved enough. Maybe the finish line you're running toward doesn't actually exist. When we were younger, we believed something simple. If I just try a little harder, everything will be okay. If I reach the next milestone, I'll finally relax. If I earn that number, I'll finally feel secure. If I get that title, I'll finally feel respected. We lived in a permanent state of almost there, as if happiness were waiting just around the next corner. But have you noticed what happens when you actually reach a milestone? The day you sign an important contract, the day you receive the promotion, the day you hold the keys to the house you worked years to afford. The joy is real. It matters, but it doesn't last very long. A few weeks later, sometimes a few days later, a quiet voice appears. What's next? You pay off the mortgage and start worrying about retirement. Your child gets into university and you start worrying about their future career. Your career stabilizes and you start worrying about staying relevant. It feels like life is a racetrack. And every time you think you're close to the finish line, someone quietly moves it further away. It's not because you're not capable. It's not because you're not disciplined. It's because desire is structured to renew itself. It doesn't know how to stop. We were taught that progress is good, that goals are necessary, that ambition is admirable, and none of that is wrong. The problem begins when we believe that peace only comes after achievement, when we turn happiness into a reward for the future instead of an experience in the present. You might spend 10 years building a certain income, and when you finally reach it, your lifestyle expands, your expenses expand, your standards expand, and strangely, so does your anxiety. Years ago, you feared not having enough money. Now you fear losing what you've built. Years ago, you feared being overlooked. Now you fear falling behind. Fear doesn't disappear when circumstances change. It just finds a new label. That's why some of the most accomplished people still feel restless, still feel tense, still feel empty. Not because they chose the wrong path, but because they attached their sense of enough to a finish line that was never designed to deliver it. They believed that once they climbed this mountain, they would finally rest. But at the top, another mountain appears. Higher, further, more demanding. And so they keep climbing for decades. The cost isn't always obvious. It's not dramatic, it's quiet. It's dinners eaten in a hurry. Conversations cut short with, "Let me just finish this first." Afternoons too exhausted to be present. Years lived in low-grade tension. All justified by one sentence, just a little more. But that little more rarely ends. And here is the deeper truth. The finish line doesn't exist because it was never the real goal. You were never chasing the milestone itself. You were chasing the feeling you thought it would give you: relief, safety, validation, worth. But you placed conditions on those feelings. When I achieve X, then I'll allow myself to feel Y. And in doing so, you locked your peace in the future. You postponed your own permission to feel enough. If you pause for a moment and observe carefully, you'll see something simple. Life doesn't have a finish line. It has phases. It has seasons. There is no perfect point where everything is complete. There will always be another responsibility, another risk, another ambition, another uncertainty. So the real question becomes, can you pursue growth without attaching your worth to it? Can you build success without making it the gatekeeper of your peace? You don't have to quit striving. You don't have to lower your standards. You don't have to abandon ambition, but you may need to separate achievement from identity. You can work hard and still feel enough. You can aim high and still feel grounded. You can improve your life without postponing your right to breathe. Because if you wait until everything is perfect before allowing yourself to feel at peace, you will live your entire life in preparation mode, preparing to live, but never fully living. The finish line is not 5 years away. It's not 10 years away. It's not a number in your bank account. It's not a title on your business card. The only real finish line is the moment you realize you don't have to keep running to deserve rest. And that moment doesn't require more success. It requires a shift in perspective. You were never behind. You were never incomplete. You were simply conditioned to believe that enough was somewhere ahead of you. But what if it isn't ahead? What if it's a decision? Not to stop growing, not to stop building, but to stop withholding peace from yourself right now. If this resonates with you, leave the word enough in the comments, not as surrender, but as a reminder that peace doesn't need to wait. And if you want more conversations like this, calm, honest, and unpolished, subscribe. Here we don't chase the finish line. We learn when to stop running. And maybe that's where real success begins.